All right, guys, we're going to start with the step-by-step on on page 52 again. Okay, so starting with the full profit presentation, renaming it to full profit solution. We've done that. Now what we are supposed to do is, it says, notice that the first slide has a subtitle but no title placeholder. There's no title placeholder, but there is a subtitle here. So now what we're going to do is click the insert tab, and then click on the word art. And they have asked us to pick a particular word art style called pattern fill brown dark upward diagonal stripe hard shadow word art. And they've given us a hint that it is in the lower right corner of the gallery. So this is the one. We're going to go ahead and click it. And it places itself right here. Now what we are going to do is step number 5, type full profit to replace the sample text. So we're going to just click here and just go ahead and select it. Actually, I could have just typed right away. We're going to go ahead and do full profit. Okay, type full profit. And now we should have our little title here. The only difference is this is not a regular text box. This is a word art. So it's kind of fancy and it has all kinds of different effects in it. And it says, go ahead and save your work. All right, we've saved it. Go to the next step-by-step on page 53. Format text with word art styles. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and click on slide 2. Select the slide title, on time delivery. Select that. Okay, so when it says select, it means we have to highlight it. Step number 3, click the Drawing Tools Format tab. Now notice that when you select any item on a slide, you get additional tools, okay, that were not there if you didn't select them. So for example, if let's say I unselect, those tools have disappeared. Now when I go ahead and select them again, those tools appear again. So these tools that pop up after you select an item are a clue, meaning that probably the next step that you have to do would be in these new tools, okay? So they want us to go ahead and click the Drawing Tools Format tab, all right? And then click the More button in the Word Art Styles group. So here's the Word Art Styles group, and they want us to click the More button here, all right? Now that we click the More button, they want us to click the Fill Black Text Color 1 outline, okay? Fill Black Text Color 1. Fill Black Text Color 1. Outline white. It's a really long name and it's very frustrating. Background color 1. This is the one, okay? So we're going to go ahead and, oh, it has a red accent color 5. Sorry, this one. Okay. Wait. I guess this is the one. Okay. And yes, it is. All right. Click the Home tab. Now we're going to go ahead and click the Home tab. And then in the font group, click the font size drop-down arrow and select 60. Now we're going to go ahead and click this and select 60. So we changed the size of the title. Now let's click out of it and go to page number 54. Does our slide look like the one in the picture? Yes, it does. Let's go ahead and save this and close the file. All right. Next, step name, add a text box to a slide. Okay, page 54. Get ready, launch PowerPoint, open the profit analysis presentation. Profit analyses. All right. And then the next step, save the presentation as profit analysis solution. File, save as, back in 3, profit analysis solution. Okay. Then step number 3. If the rulers do not appear on screen, click the View tab. Do I have rulers? No, I don't have rulers. So let's go ahead and click on View and then click on Ruler. Now I have a ruler up here and a ruler on the side. This is a horizontal ruler. This is a vertical ruler. Okay. Click slide 1. Okay, we have slide 1 clicked. Click the Insert tab, and in the text group, click the text box. So Insert tab, click the text box, okay? The cursor changes to a text insertion pointer. So if you look here now, my little cursor has changed into a standing line. This is actually called a text insertion pointer. Move the pointer to the right side of the slide below the red dot and add the 3.25-inch mark on the horizontal ruler. So below the red dot, add the 3.25. So if you look up on the screen, on the horizontal ruler on the top, you'll see a dotted line, and it moves as I move my mouse. So this is 3, this is 4. The midpoint is 3.5. Now they want us to do 3.25, so 3.25 would be somewhere here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and draw a text box. Now they didn't really tell us how big they want us to make this text box yet, but on step number 7 it says, click and hold the mouse button, drag the mouse button to the right to create a rectangle that's about 3 inches wide. So if I started at 3.25 and I want my box to be about 3 inches wide, it means that I probably want it to be around 6.25. So I'm going to make it like that, okay? That's how big I want my rectangle to be. So it's an approximate. I can actually make it very, very accurate by clicking on it, going into the format, and oh wow, I was pretty close. My size here is 2.97. I can make it 3.00. And now I have a nice 3-inch wide text box. Okay, step number 8. Release the mouse button and the rectangle changes into a text box. Step number 9. Type 4th coffee in the text box. So let's go ahead and type 4th coffee. Okay, in the text box. Step number 10, select the text 4th coffee. Okay, let's go ahead and select that text. Sorry. So we do a selection like that. Change the font size to 28 using the mini toolbar. This is the mini toolbar. Okay, a little toolbar that appeared over here. And they want us to change it to size 28. Okay. Or you could even change it from the Home tab in the font group. Step number 11, drag the text box to the center, the text below the red dot as much as possible. Okay, so if you look at the dot here, this kind of tells you the center of the box, and now they want us to move it. So I'm going to use my arrow keys on my keyboard and move it to the center. Okay, there we go. Kind of like aligned there in the center. Okay, now we want to go ahead and click outside. So we've done this step. Step number 13, click slide 2. Okay, we're going to continue in the next recording, page 55.